Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Koof and Hoof with the host, Hoof. Pleasure to meet you. Today we're just going through the final Shadow Dragon event, Stage 7 with the Syn Shenron. I'm very excited to show you guys how I've done it. Alright, so, the team that I have here, guys, is just a bit funny. Obviously we've got both 8-year units on this team because obviously Power of Wishes, you know, to do the mission you need a minimum of 3 character Power of Wishes characters on the team. Both 8 years, so that covers 2. And then I've also got the Golden Freezer. And then the rest of the characters are just a little bit funny, to be honest. Now, I brought the SCR coolers purely because when you get to the final phase, which is STR, they dominate. And I mean, they dominate. Okay, like they slap. They can still get slapped, which you'll see, but they slap. Our main priority right now is just trying to get the coolers linked up and then getting the 8th year and 7th year, both 8 years linked up, but on the next rotation it's already done, so we don't have to worry about that. For those having a bit of trouble with this, you know, this is one team you can try it out with. It does take time, but you know, there's a number of different ways you can try it. I always recommend trying a different way just to see if it works better for you. You know, you can use the Int Zamasu and the Tech Goku Black and Zamasu. Together, those two really have some good key links and have some really good defense and offense. Problem is that towards the end, when you get to the physical stage of stage 3, the Int Zamasu can become a bit of a detriment to the team and can actually definitely get you killed because the physical Syn actually attacks all, you know, and if that's anywhere before the Int Zamasu does a super attack, it's going to be taking a lot of damage. But the main idea, I guess, for bringing the both 8 years, obviously besides from the missions and because they're both 8 years and they're both disgusting, the GT boys naturally will have that revival, which at least will get us back to full HP, and it will definitely do us a lot of good. I had done this event probably 13 times before I actually got it completed, and that is only because the Syn was just being absolutely rude to me. 3 consecutive times I'd entered the event, slot 1, first attack, super dead, done. I decided to use a standby skill for the DBZ boys, the 8th years. Reason, obviously, just so I can survive the rotation for starters. But the second reason I started here on the second stage is purely because by the time I finish this second phase of the fight, I'll have them fully built up to release a Spirit Bomb right as we hit the physical phase. That really will save me a lot of time and will actually do a lot of damage, obviously, to the Syn Shenron because the Spirit Bomb is just a massive damage output, as we've seen from previous examples. And the reason I decided to pop off the GT 8th years is purely because I want to save it for when they're effective against the physical Syn Shenron. I think it's probably best you save it for that time, because if you do it any earlier, you're doing it against the Int, it's too soon. Like, really, it is too soon to be popping that off. You know, you need a revival plus do damage, and then if you use it during the AGL, well, you know, unless you got a lot of crit on him, and even then you're still hoping, you know, he won't be type effective, so you could potentially waste it and not do as much damage. Yeah, alright guys, well, next rotation. So I decided I'm going to pop one Whis, but not just that. Looking at the defense that we have here, and considering the Golden Freezer's under threshold, so he would only be taking, I think it's 40% damage reduction he's got. I decided to pop 2 Wishes. Now I know what you're thinking. Where's the no item run? Give me a goddamn break. So these are the one moments where I'm like, cooler can do me dirty, and bam, see, super, bam, straight up. It's moments like this where I'm happy I decided to pop a double Whis, so just a full 80% damage reduction. It really saves you. So if you
that
if you need to use it early in the AGL fight, just use it. And if you survive the AGL stage, you honestly can really fend off in the physical stage. At this point as well, I'm just trying to prioritize the GT boys getting their max super, so their 24 key, just so we can guarantee some more additionals and try and build their attack. So when we do pop off the Universal Spirit Bomb for the standby skill, it's just going to do damage to the physical Syn Shenron. Now, obviously, we're also trying to get some orbs for the physical 8th years, so we can get them to do as much damage as possible when we reach when we hit that phase. And at this point of the phase, I'm just hoping that I can get through this Syn Shenron, so I can move into the physical stage with the STR units of obviously both coolers. Because if it doesn't, then I've got to potentially survive another stage of AGL Syn Shenron with 2 STR units that probably aren't even necessarily fully built up. So I don't know if I want to get abused by that. And thankfully, the 8th years of the friend 8th years pulled out some mega damage, which I'm really, really happy about. Now we'll move on to his final phase, which is the physical. So it's moments like this where I'm nervous to have the physical Vegito on any rotation, because I don't know exactly when this Syn Shenron is going to super attack. I run the risk of him getting super attacking in the back, and then the physical Vegito gets slapped, and then I'm dead. That's just the end of the story. But then at the same time, with the 2 physical units on rotation, you know, like two SCR units on rotation, there's a chance I can survive. But as you can see there, like the cooler's still taking a bit of damage from just normals, which really highlights the, you know, the level of damage this Syn Shenron's putting out. So it's not like an event to be taken lightly. If you do die a few times, it's to be expected. Okay. Now we're just hoping that this cooler's just going to do a few super attacks, just so he can build some defense. So in case he does take a super, the next one he can be fine. At this point, though, I'd still think he would die even if he did get super attack, but obviously he hasn't, so we'll never know. But now we're resting on the super Vegito, and at this point, I'm just thinking that I'm going to get a super in the back. Considering the number of hits that are in the back, it's I'm so not happy. I'm so not looking for it. I'm nervous, man. I'm so nervous. Oh, we're good. Yeah, I think we're all right. The other good thing about this Vegeta, obviously, because he can counter, he's at least doing some partial passive damage to the Syn, which is good. You know, the lower he goes, the better. And here we are, guys, the double Spirit Bomb. Now, while we're here, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to play the audio for you, all right? Because why the hell not? All right, so the game plan is, number 1, we're going to transform with the STR 8th years.
元気をみんなの元気をくれこのままじゃオラ死ねねえんだくそー頼むぜカカロット俺に力をくれお前ら
God, that animation is just so clean, such good OST. So we're gonna put him first slot so he can just get super attacked or whatever it is and just die immediately. And now we're gonna pop for the physical 8 years.
Doragon すげえよ。よく頑張った。またな。
$23 million. That's insane. So the hope is, yeah. So perfect. You got yeah. So obviously you just got super attack, which is exactly what you want. And he's dead. Now we can pop off the Universal Spirit Bomb. I'll let that play as well.
貴様の負けだ。まだまだ死ねねえな。おめえをやっつけるまではな。宇宙のみんな、オラに元気を分けてくれ。サンキュー、宇宙のみんな。行くぜ。エリア。
Look at the chaos screen! That chaos screen is just so nutty, man. It's so good. But there you have it, guys. Destroyed him. So that's what I mean. If you leave that GT Universal Spirit Bomb at the end, you can just abuse it. And you can also do the Spirit Bomb as well. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I personally really enjoyed that event. I hope you guys enjoyed the event as well. Let us know, you know, me and Koof, you know, what you thought of the entire Shadow Dragon event. If you liked it, if you didn't, let us know, okay? Hope you had a good time, and we'll see you next time for the next video. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your friend, comment, do all those lovely jazzy things. See you later.